What's up, chat? Metal Moss over here talking about his carriers not loading in Sim. So they're not loading since the hotfix yesterday. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start the music with this scene. Still posting the links up different places so we can get some more people in on the stream. Alright, guys, so this is episode 3 of my Fly Around and Find Out. We're taking off from a town that I've been, flying to a town that I have lived, and flying around the area just talking about my experiences there, fun stories, all that good stuff. So strap in. If you want to join me, I am on the West US server. We'll be taking off from Sierra 72 is the airport I'll be taking off from in West US server if you have the sim. So this quaint little airstrip here in St. Mary's, for some reason the hangars aren't modeled at all, even though you can clearly see them on the satellite data. But oh well. And there's Metal Moss. Of course, it wants me to go to the other end of the runway. And if you guys have not seen it before, this is my custom livery for Bush League Legends. There's lots of decals on it all over. Of course, my Discord logo there, and of course, my name on the side. I love it. That's a good-looking airplane you got there. Man, it was one of my favorite day drives. Either going up to Hope on Lake Ponderay or going out here. It's a great day drive from Coeur d'Alene. All right, let's go. I don't know why I didn't recognize that I was there, but well. And then, of course, there's the there's the light tower right in the middle of the runway there. So right below me here is a lumber yard. St. Mary's is a big lumber operation. It's a really cool little town. I'm not sure when it was established, but I believe it started as a mining town and then developed into a lumber town very quickly because there wasn't much mining. So what we're going to do is we're going to head up the lake by Coeur d'Alene, and we're going to fly around Coeur d'Alene. I'll show you guys where I lived, talk a little bit about the mountains where I like to go when I lived there, and then we'll fly a little bit further north and talk about some of the cool stuff up there. That didn't work as well as it does in the gravel. I'm so used to the gravel now, I've been flying pretty much nothing else, but I decided to go with my own custom livery tonight. Yeah, Metal. I've been playing pretty much nothing else since it came out, but the group flight tomorrow is going to be a lot of fun. This guy's going to be full of them. And while you guys are watching, don't forget to check out !commands and type !points. Stack up your Vaughn points so you can spend them in chat, gambling them, or battling each other. And there's Doctor. And I hate that taxi ribbon icon still being there. So as you guys can see, this lake is pretty awesome. The way that it's shaped, the houses along the shoreline, it's a favorite for summertime recreation on the water and fishing. There's even scenic flights that you can get in Coeur d'Alene in a float plane that takes off on the lake, which is really cool. How's it going, Doc? Doc, do you have any new news? Any updates? And Doc, I'm sorry to hear that. I know some people have pulled through once they get the help, but it's always tough to get that far. Metal Moss, to be honest, normally when I'm flying around, we're in pretty tight formation. Try to walk that line between close enough to follow the movements without ghosting your plane, and far enough so that the noise isn't too much. But I have the noise turned down. Hopefully it's not too loud in stream. So again, for the viewers, this is Lake Coeur d'Alene in northern Idaho. Used to live up here many years ago, and that little hill you see right in front of me is Tubbs Hill. There's a few walking trails around there, and then we'll fly over the resort that's right on the water as well, the marina. And a little bit off to the right, you can see the golf course there, right on the water. Lots of people like to come out here. Lots of different things to do as a tourist as well. There's also a really big car show that they do, Coeur d'Alene, every year. And I have a lot of pictures right on the tip there. There's a big rock. I have a lot of pictures from that rock right there. A few pictures of my dog just laying there during sunset, really nice. And the marina and the resort are not well represented here. It is not that small. It's very tall. There's a park, the library's right here as well. Yeah, Metal, do you have the recent update to it? Or Doc, do you? And I noticed Doc's in the Savage Carbon. So we're going to fly around the river here first, and then we'll circle back, fly over where I lived. But first we're going to go to the falls and a couple parks here along the river that I used to frequent all the time. Also, one of the best interstate rest stops that I've ever found is in between Coeur d'Alene and Post Falls here. Right here we have that rest stop I was just talking about. This is a beautiful spot. It's practically a park, honestly, on both sides. Really nice. So here we have the town of Post Falls, right next to the border with Washington. It's a nice little town. It's grown quite a bit, but so right here I'm going to be flying over what's called Black Bay Park. It's a really nice park. They got disc golf and trails to walk. It's a pretty big park as well. And then here we have the falls. There's a walking trail, another park that you can walk along the ridge here and watch the falls. And right down here, I used to go fishing right there. So when I lived here, when I first lived here, a lot of these neighborhoods are really new, buying up all the farmland and turning it into houses. But when I first moved there, a lot of them were still farmland. I forget the name of the road, but what we're flying over right now is one of the back roads that I would take to work when I worked in Post Falls, and for a while I worked just over the border in Spokane Valley. Yeah, you know, the whole time that I lived here, nonetheless, I wasn't really intrigued that much by the Silverwood. You know, theme parks just aren't really my thing. Too peoply, I guess you could say. Being this close to so much awesome mountains and, you know, things to do outdoors. I only went there to Silverwood once. So right there's the Coeur d'Alene Airport. So under my left wing on the screen, that's where the Walmart is. This is Hayden, technically Hayden, Idaho. It's directly north. They basically run into each other, Coeur d'Alene and Hayden. And in front of me is Hayden Lake. Really nice spot. And I used to live right there. For a time, I also had some roommates. We had an apartment in downtown Coeur d'Alene, which was really nice. Just, a couple blocks away from the city park and beach, right there on the lake. So that was nice. Metal, it's somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly where Winco is. So often those mountains up there's a couple spots that I would go every summer driving around the mountains up there. There's an area that was really nice huckleberry picking. Now from that direction, there's Rathdrum, and then a little bit over there on the left side of your screen. Back in there is Twin Lakes. It's funny Metal Moss mentioned Silverwood, because we're going to fly right over it. And here we have another lumber mill. Yeah, Metal. My dad was a logger for most of my younger years, and the way that he always logged and the way he grew up logging with his dad, it was all thinning. Getting the thickness out of the forest and no clear cutting. He's dead set against clear cutting, but there are some areas around here that if you're up high enough, even in sim, you can see there's patches. It's just a checkerboard where they just grew trees and then chopped the whole block. So here we have Silverwood right beneath. It has its own airstrip. It does have an RV park as well, and obviously the roller coaster there, along with all the other attractions. There's the RV park on the right. Water slides. Did I hear what? So now we're getting to an area that I will always hold dear. This place that we're going to used to be, during World War II, a Navy base. And they actually tested submarines and sonar technology in the lake here. And they chose this lake because of how deep it is and how inland that it is. So it was a secure location for them to run their tests. After World War II, when things wound down, they converted the naval base into a park that was used by the Boy Scouts for their national gatherings, and then it was converted to a state park. And I've been there many times camping out, a few different campgrounds that are really nice, hiking in the summertime, snowshoeing in the winter, cross-country skis. There's also, about a year before I left this area and moved away, they put in a really nice, expansive disc golf course. But this is Farragut State Park. So down there, that's the old barracks area. There are no original buildings left. But the foundations are still there. So the barracks, the marching ground, all that stuff from the original World War II base are there. Remnants of, I should say. And now there's an area dedicated to equine activities. You can actually camp out there with your horse trailer and go on the trails. Here's one of the many areas they converted to a campground. And one of the hiking trails goes around that bay and up to the very top of that mountain over there in the distance. And I made it to the top once in the summertime. You can't really see the other camping loops. The trees are too thick. But here's another interesting area. They have cabins out here that you can rent right next to this really nice area, right next to the water. And you can rent those cabins. It's not too expensive considering what you get for it with that view. Small town back in there, I forget what the name of it is. And then there's that lookout area on the hill. It's interesting, Doc. I hadn't heard that. So this is Lake Pend Oreille, and if you look at it on the map and aren't familiar with it, you won't have any idea of what I'm talking about because of how it's spelled. It's French. It doesn't look like Lake Pend Oreille when it's spelled out. But The Navy actually still has a presence here and still tests sonar in the lake, and there are rumors that there are even still submarine tests going on here. Such a beautiful area. Yes, Bayview, that's what it was. Thank you. Mahoney's in the house, my very first sub. What's up, Mahoney? If you are where you can fly or want to, we are in northern Idaho, coming up on Sandpoint. We're flying over Lake Pend Oreille right now. And as always, it's the West US server. So don't mind the terrain glitches and waterline glitches off in the distance, but over there is Hope, Idaho, a very, very small, very nice town. Great restaurant there, on the water. If you're ever driving through the area, you gotta stop. So guys, I'm going to cut over to the west just a bit because I want to show stream the super long bridge here. And Metal Moss, where was it that you used to live or you still live that's up in this area? Was it Spokane? Ah, nice. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there quite a few times. Mostly just driving through, though. Nice try, Mordecus. Nice try. On that point, everybody type exclamation mark points in the chat. Exclamation mark points. So we're back at the highway now. This bridge, it's over a mile long, I think. Super long bridge. In real life, it's a little bit different, but what can you expect? This is coming up on Sandpoint. Really nice train station right on the water. Really nice parks. City Beach is pretty cool. Restaurant right there on the water as well is really nice. Downtown is historic buildings, you know, quintessential small town, old town that still uses the original buildings. They keep it up pretty good. And this bridge goes under the water in the sim, but it's two separate bridges basically turned into one. A couple lanes going north, a couple lanes going south. It's a nice long drive over the water into Sandpoint. So you guys can type in exclamation mark gamble and then the amount of points that you want to gamble as well. To see a full list, type exclamation mark commands. Also not represented in the sim at all is the other bridge there that is the railroad bridge. The Amtrak station is right here on this little jump, right next to that park. So yeah, it's a really nice town. Sandpoint is, I believe it's been on a few different lists consecutively, like the best places to visit, the most scenic towns, best small towns in the U.S., etc., etc. It's really disappointing though that the airport is one of the worst represented in the sim that I've found so far. It's missing a lot of the buildings as well. So everybody, I am going to touch down here, just for a little bit. And Mordecus, I haven't seen you flying around lately. How you been? Hanging in there? I just barely looked away to miss that, Doc. I now have not just the sound effect for it, but I now have the emote for Pull Devon. Yeah, Metal Moss it does. I noticed that when I lived up there, it was kind of interesting that they didn't keep the French spelling like Coeur d'Alene did. So in real life, there are many, many hangars, and the tower and everything is missing from this in the sim. I'm sure somebody, if they haven't already, will get to making an add-on for the scene right here. Oh wow, Mortigus! So you're just out of rig altogether for a bit. Almost pulled a bod. I'm not used to this plane anymore. Alright, guys, you know what time it is. It is that time. It's the time for the follow to continue page. I will give you a heads up. I had an off stream follow that I will replay, so we will automatically be getting a bonus round tonight and continue on with the stream. But this is a page where you can invite friends to follow, and if anyone's watching that has not yet followed, this is the page when you do follow to get an extended stream. Nice, Doc. Thank you so much. And thank you, Chrissy. Chrissy was the off stream follow, so that automatically got the bonus round for tonight. I'm not sure if she actually made it to watch because it is pretty late for her, but she is also one in the community from Fliggity, along with most of you guys. So I really appreciate that support, Chrissy. Thank you. And Doc, what was that? Thank you so much. Okay, so with that, we will be continuing on the flight plan. We will be going up to Boundary County, another great place. I absolutely love it up there. Lots of great scenery, lots of great farmland, not to mention the mudding in the summertime. They have mudding events out there. It's a really big thing out there. Welcome back. I'm lined up. I'll just wait here for you guys. And I'll just take a moment to remind you guys, tomorrow morning, in 8 hours actually, exactly, we will be doing the Got Gravel, the Thank You Got Gravel group flight event on my Discord. The link for the Discord is on my Twitch profile, so you can find it there. flight plan is in there, all the details. Got Gravel will be flying with us. He's having a little bit of a joystick issue right now, but hopefully it's worked out by the morning. All right, let's go. That's alright, Metalmoss, no mic is needed. We will be having the voice channel open, but I will also be streaming, so if you don't have a mic, you can just watch along. It will be delayed, but no worries with that. I mean, you can follow along pretty well with the delay even still, so hopefully it'll work out. And if you are watching right now, have the sim, want to join us, we are in the West US server. We just took off from Sandpoint in northern Idaho. Metal Moss just came in with a Prime sub. Check that out. You can now use the emote. So since I am a new affiliate, I guess there's only the one available for most people, but I have 3. So the first one available is just my logo, the Vaughn, and then the second one is my Discord logo, the low-flying aircraft, and third one is the Hold a Vaughn emote. I'm way too excited about that Hold a Vaughn. Sorry, I should have warned you guys. I was turning that to autopilot. Going over to the flight line now. Sorry. It's my bad. Yeah, I tell you what, I've been pulling a Vaughn so much since getting used to the gravel and then switching back to the X-Cub. I mean, I love the big tires though. This is the Bush League Legends performance with my custom livery, with my logo and all the decals. I love it. Just look at that. So Metal, as I was saying earlier, that St. Mary's is one of my favorites. Day trips when I lived up there, Boundary County, basically anything up here, just take a long drive through Farragut State Park or drive through Sandpoint and go up here and just explore some of the mountains around here. That's what I did for my recreation. Not sure if that was me glitching or you glitching, but you fell back there. So, Doc, the way that they had it set up for me, I'm not sure if this is standard or if it's just because I'm newly an affiliate. It only unlocks one emote unless you sub at a level 3. So it basically tied an emote to each level of sub that you can do. It's pretty remarkable that they did so well with a simulator that flying areas that you've been in real life in the sim can actually make you homesick. Yeah, Metal Moss. I mean, anytime, almost every single time that I'm flying around, like paying attention to the scenery in Kalispell, where I was born, last night's episode. By the way, that area when I'm just flying around, messing with the weather, time of day, it just brings back so many memories. It'll always be home to me, but it has actually given me chills. How well represented it is and how much homesickness it induces. So we are now in Boundary County. Bonner's Ferry is where we will be flying into. And this is one of those drives that just, I mean, all the way from Hayden up here. I just absolutely love these drives in the summertime. So here is the Bonner's Ferry Airport, but before we land there, you guys want to try out one of those sandbars? Further up that way is Canada, by the way. Let's try out these sandbars. I don't know how well this thing is going to do. I'm not used to it, so sandbar landing without the gravel is a little hard. And this highway going up this hill, it's not very fun when you have a trailer and a truck that doesn't want to pull it very well. But otherwise, it's a nice road to drive. I just caught the lip on that. Nicely done. It's definitely a lot easier in the gravel than it is in the X-Cup, for sure. Tomorrow is going to be a blast with all of the gravels. Flying in Alaska, going over the glaciers and everything. So I'm going to line up for a right-hand pattern on the airport and land back going south. Yes, Metal Moss. The flight is open to anyone. All of the details, the voice channel for the flight will be on my Discord, but we will not be restricted to group only or anything like that. In fact, there is another streamer, a German streamer, B-Mint, who will be doing her stream at least partially alongside the group flight. And they will be continuing their own deal afterwards, but I will also be streaming it, and anyone is welcome to join as long as they've got the Savage Cub, or I'm sorry, the Savage Carbon or the Gravel. Hello, Nabil. Welcome to the stream. Are you streaming this morning? Sounds good, Nabil. That's you're pulling another type of on there with that. I feel that. Nicely done. Nicely done. I hear that, Nabil. I hear that. All right, guys, let's go and park. I think I might do another possible bonus round. Nabil, what's the rip for? Somehow I think that's not to scale. Yes, the pumps. The pumps, the pumps. Mean Deep. Mean Deep coming in with the Bonanza. What are you flying tonight? I'm not sure where the pumps are on this one, so we'll have to find it. I'm guessing over here. Yep, there they are. There's the pumps right there. As well as a plane on the satellite imagery. Look at that. There you go, Metal Moss. It's all set up for you. All right. Well, we are here at the Bonners Ferry Airport, West US server, and it is that time again for the second time during the stream. We will see what happens. All right. Well, we did not get another follow. However, I will continue flying with you guys. I'm just going to end the stream here. So, I'll be in the air for probably another half hour or so. If you guys want to join, just look at Bonners Ferry, Northern Idaho on the map, West US server. We will be flying around for a little bit longer. And in the morning, here in 7.5 hours, I will be streaming again for the Thank You Got Gravel group flight event. So be sure check out my Discord. The link is on my Twitch profile. All the details are in there. We will be doing, um, obviously, flight in his mods. With him, he will be showcasing some of the capabilities, etc. It'll be a blast. Make sure you join us. Until then, I am ending my stream now, but I'll continue flying with you guys for a little bit.